Yes. Oh, actually, actually think I meditated today. I actually think I did it. Okay. Oh, I'm live already? Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Good morning. You guys want to see where I am today? Let me show you. Can I switch the camera or no? No? I'll show you. Oh, nice morning. My journal. I actually sat on the grass and meditated. It was I think I actually did it because I feel better after. I feel good after. I mean, I always feel good, but can you see me good? Can you see me good? How's everyone doing this morning? So, how how do how do how do you deal with, or I should say it like this. What is one way, one or I should talk about myself. One way that I deal with being triggered or being mishandled or anything like that is is removing myself from the situation, or I like to dive deep into why am I feeling this way about a certain thing, right? So why did a certain thing trigger me, right? Because the best thing about a trigger is if you change your mindset about it, is it's going to teach you the places that you need to work on. Wa alaikum salam. It's going to teach you the amount of the the places that need work, the places that you need to understand. Okay, I need to understand why I feel this way about this certain thing and work towards finding a solution, right? Because there's triggers that are attached to a memory, and when a trigger is attached, almost all triggers are attached to a memory, and well, all triggers really are attached to a memory. You know what I mean? So, and that memory is going to be there for the rest of your life, right? Unless you get amnesia or something like that happens, la samahallah. But in actuality, what you need to that trigger has to be, you have to learn ways. In actuality, what you need to that trigger has to be, you have to learn ways, in healthy ways, in productive ways, to react to that trigger, right? So I just learned for myself to just listen to what I'm feeling, to listen to my body. If I get triggered, or it triggers anger, or it triggers sadness, or it triggers a negative thought, or it triggers a feeling within myself, right? What I usually do, depending on what I feel, if it's anger, I'll isolate myself until I can talk and react in a healthy way. If it triggered a sadness, I'll just sit with that sadness. I'll sit with the pain, right? Because I have to feel that pain for me to move forward from it. Um, like, and today I was like, let me go. I've been working so hard. I've been like really doing my homework on myself and doing my homework to help other people and all this stuff. And I was just like, let me just take a mental break today. And I've been really trying to get myself to meditate, right? Because I really feel like, and I observed myself with the meditation. I kept, because I'm at a park in a public place, I was like, kept opening my eyes and looking around. And I was like, okay, that's a trust issue right there. I need to work on that. Because I couldn't just be in that present moment. I was having thoughts like, let me check who's around me first, and then let me close my eyes again. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, just close your eyes. Nothing's gonna happen. And if it does happen, you know how to handle it, to trust myself that if something was to happen while my eyes are closed, I'll be able to handle it. And so I just sat, I even laid down and I closed my eyes and really sat in the moment. And it was really refreshing. Like, and with this view, it was perfect. With my drink, with my journal, I wrote down some things. Like, it's so healing to really figure out how ways to soothe yourself and to self-regulate yourself, and never looking for external things to make you feel better, right? And that's really trusting yourself. And that's what I learned, I learned myself, and I observed myself in that moment, and I said, okay, this is something that you need to work on. Let's take a minute, let's take a day today, and just really really go deep and understand why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And if everybody was to think of their trigger in that kind of manner, the world would be a better place. We wouldn't have people going around, oh, you triggered me. That's why I reacted this way. That's why I did this. That's why I did that. I didn't, I was triggered, right? And that's very human of me. And I have enough confidence in myself to admit that I was triggered. But the way that I reacted to that trigger, I'm very proud of, because in if it was, at a time where I hadn't done the work on myself, it would have been a different kind of trigger. It would have been a different kind of reaction. And so being able to put yourself in that position of just really going in deep and going in and understanding yourself, and learning healthy ways to to react to certain things is just a beautiful thing. I really, really, really enjoy just learning more about, okay, why did that make me feel this way? Why did this make me feel that way? You know what I mean? And going deep. Walaikum assalam. Walaikum assalam. How are you? We're going in deep today, guys. Going deep, deep, deep. There's no other way to being so, like, just being a walking peace, being a walking love story, being a walking peaceful person. There's no other way other than just doing the work on yourself and being the best version of you so you could be of service to other people. And that's like something I'm very, very, very passionate about, like very passionate about being in a certain place in my life. It is beautiful. It's so relaxing. It's so quiet. We take these things for granted. We really do. Just listening, like the water is so calm today. When I drove by, I was like, wow, the water is really calm today, you know? And then it's a sunny day. So like the sun is hitting the water and it's like glistening like glitter. It's beautiful. And that's what God created for us. Can you like, let's take a moment and really think and really have gratitude for this moment. Like, God created these things for us. anybody dealing with any kind of, I don't like to call it mental health, a conscious health or brain health. I heard Dr. Amen talking about that. Mental health, a conscious health or brain health. I heard Dr. Amen talking about that. Like, and he was so right about it. Like, thinking it's just the word mental has been so misused that to a point where people don't want to even admit that there's something wrong, that they don't want to admit that their mental health is compromised. And that's a sad thing. That's really a sad thing, because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. You can't evolve what you don't understand, you know? Look at, there's a butterfly. So you can't change the things that you don't admit to yourself, right? You can't heal from things that you don't feel. And that's why yesterday when I had that trigger and I went through that experience, I sat with it. I was like, okay, I'm going to feel this feeling. I'm not going to bury it like I used to do. I'm not going to distract myself by watching a show, by doing whatever. I'm going to sit with it. And I sat and I curled up in my couch and I sat with it. And I took a shower and rejuvenated myself and I self-soothed myself, I self-regulated myself. I didn't need anything external to make me feel better. I didn't need anything, any person for me to call to make me feel better. I just needed myself and God at that moment, you know? And and when I did sit with it, I was praying in my mind. I was praying, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we have such, like we have God, like we have these beautiful things that He created for us to rejuvenate ourselves. And it's like we have to be grateful for it. Like, look, I'm sitting at the park. Okay, let's look at this scene. This scene is something like we have to really understand. This scene, every single person in this park right now that's sitting and taking a moment to rejuvenate themselves is either is literally a senior citizen. Every single person. I'm literally looking at it right now as we speak. Every single person in this park right now that's taking a moment to look at the scene is a senior citizen. What does that say about us? Like, I'm 33 years old and I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, okay, I need to listen to what my body needs. I need to take some time to really enjoy the things that we take for granted and all this stuff. But we need like us as um how do I explain this to Allah? Us as, middle-aged people, we need to take that time for ourselves too. We really, really do. I literally brought my blanket, put my blanket on the floor, and I'm really, really committed to learning to meditate because I feel like that's gonna really help me. So I've been trying it every single day more and more and more. So just today, I just felt like it was the perfect scene. So I brought my blanket. I usually sit on the picnic table, but I didn't. I sat on the floor. I took that time to understand and to really go inward, you know? And I feel like today I actually did meditate. But yeah, like as young people, I mean, I'm not young, but as like we should be teaching this stuff to children in school. We should be teaching children how to literally take some time to themselves, understand their feelings, understand that it's very normal. It's very, very normal to have negative thoughts. It's very normal to have, there's nothing wrong with you. You are okay. You just have to feel what you're feeling and understand why you're feeling it. And once you understand why you're feeling it, then you have something to work on, right? Because you acknowledged what you need to work on. You are you are committed to wanting to learn from yourself, right? Because we all really have the solution within us. And that's what I learned. Like if something's wrong with you, or if something is bothering you, or if something is triggering you, then you need to be committed to understanding why a certain thing is bothering you. And once you understand it and you acknowledge it, you're able to move forward with it. You're able to find healthy ways to accommodate it. You're able to find healthy ways to move forward with it, you know? So I feel like this is a beautiful way to be able to be in a place in your life where you don't need. No, it's not. It's I'm in Michigan. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is a beautiful way to you have to find your place. You have to find your serenity, right? Because we all have that serenity. Like this place has taken me, and I'm not gonna, it's really me, right? That helped me myself out, right? It's not a place or me, and I'm not gonna, it's really me, right? That helped me myself out, right? It's not a place or whatever it is, but it's the environment that you to put yourself in is going to ultimately be something that you absorb, right? Something that something that you become eventually, right? So if you are somebody that continuously puts yourself in situations where where it's chaotic, or there's people that don't match your energy, or there's people that don't match your personality, or there's people that don't match who you want to be, right? um then eventually you're going to be a part of that person. Like that saying, what is that saying? um Hang around five idiots and you'll be the sixth, or something like that, right? So don't be around idiots. You know, that's what that means. Don't be around idiots. Don't be around weird people, you know, that hurt other people, that just make really bad choices. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I've been called weird before, but I feel like for me, if certain people call me weird, I'll take that as a compliment. You know what I mean? Like, thank God I'm weird to you, because I don't want to be anything like you, you know? Like that's the way we need to really look at things. Like if somebody is calling you weird, don't take it as a dig, or anything like that. Like look at the person's life. Do you want to be like that person? Right? You don't want to be like that person. So thank God you're weird and you're crazy to this person, right? Yeah, yeah. So that's why you just like be very selective, especially when if you are on a healing journey. Do not put yourself in positions where just be alone. Just be alone. Just be in that moment. Be isolated, because that's when you really get to hear your intuition. You really get to hear what you need, what you get to hear yourself, you know? Other people's opinions really don't reflect uh the the same meaning that you give things. You know, like the meaning that you give things is yours. And if you look at it like if you continue to look at it in a light where it's like, how do I explain this, ya Allah? The journey is yours, okay? That's the bottom line. The journey to any to through your healing and through your sifting through the things that you need to work on, the sifting through the things that you need to acknowledge, okay? Because we all have those things, right? It's something very important for you to be a productive, of service human being in this world, right? And if you understand with yourself that the only thing you really need in life is God, like I can't stress that enough. I can't stress that enough. Like God has shown me has shown me through my intuition, through so many different avenues, that certain things are not good for you. This person is not good for you. That person is doing this. He even gave me the mind and helped me brought me towards people to guide me. You know what I'm saying? That's all God. Everything. Like, did you ever think of, okay, you're going through something and then something just pops up on your feed, or something pops up in your algorithm that really enlightened you or made you feel better or made you whatever the case may be? That's God. Like, that's God telling you, I'm here, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's so important to acknowledge that. It's so important to know that whatever pain that you're going through, whatever suffering that you're going through, it's not permanent. You make it permanent when you don't heal from it. But when you do heal from it, it's not going to be permanent. You're going to learn different ways to help yourself. You're going to learn different ways to self-regulate yourself. So when you are triggered and you're in it, feel it. Do not run away from it. Feel it. Don't go to somebody else and talk about it. Feel it. Pray about it. Sit with God. Understand why you're feeling this way. Because once you understand it, you can find a solution. You can find a way, a healthy way to understand why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. It's so it sounds, it's not easy. It's not something that comes easy. It's something that you're literally gonna have to rewire your brain. And to rewire your brain, you think of it like this. Like, let's say you want to change your handwriting, right? And make it more professional, or make it whatever, right? How long is it gonna take you to change your handwriting? It's going to take you months, right? It's going to take practice. Every time you change your handwriting, every time you change us, every time you think of, okay, I need to change this in my handwriting, I need to change that in my hand. It's going to take time and practice for you to get it to the point that where you want it, right? And I use that analogy because it's something so simple, but because I'm a deep thinker, I was like, okay, it's the same thing. Like, you're rewiring your brain to write in a certain way. You're rewiring your brain. You're also going to rewire your brain to find a healthy way to react to certain things. So it's going to take time. It's not going to be overnight. It's going to take practice, just like you have to practice your handwriting to change it. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take acknowledgement. It's going to take understanding. It's going to take all of those things. All of those things come into play. And once you realize, like, you are the solution, you become so much more. Oh, thank you. You become so much more trusting within yourself. Like in this moment right now, I trust myself enough to know that whatever I'm gonna go through in the future, or whatever I did go through in the past, is okay, is I'm going to be able to get through it. And once you have that trust within yourself, the anxiety goes away. Mm, hello. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hello. So yeah. So as long as you trust yourself enough to know that you can handle whatever God is going to throw at you, God is going to trust you more too. Did you ever think of that? Like, and when God trusts you more, he's your assignment is going to be bigger than usual. Your assignment is going to be bigger than you can imagine because God trusts you to send to be the messenger, to be his messenger, to be of service to him through your actions. That's what we're born to be. We're born to be of service to God through our actions, through our character, through our demeanor, through our loving nature, all of those beautiful things. The fact that every single person loving nature, all of those beautiful things. The fact that every single person in this park is a senior citizen. It just made me really made me realize that honestly, us middle-aged people or young people, we don't take the time to really get to know ourselves. That's a society problem. That's a problem we need to fix. We need to teach courses in school and in high schools and every single grade, really, about how to regulate our emotions, how to make us better people, how to deal with stress, how to deal with money, how to deal with your relationships, how to deal with your parent becoming anything in life. How could we not have that? Where's the evolvement? Where's the growth in our society? Like there's so many people that don't admit when there's something wrong with them mentally and emotionally because it's like such a it's looked at like you're weak. It's looked at like emotionally because it's like such a it's looked at like you're weak. It's looked at like there's something wrong with you when in actuality there is you are the best person ever because you're actually acknowledging that there is a problem and you want to fix it so that way you can be a better human being. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So it's so important. We all need to come together and fix this and add some kind. I know it's a big dream. I know it's something that has to be that has to be whatever. And I ask for help in this because it's something that we really need to talk about. Like we really need to talk about the president needs to talk about it. It's so important. Like why are we fixing other people's problems? Let's fix America. Let's fix America first. Fix like help our kids. Like mental health has been on a rise for decades and decades and decades and decades, and nobody's done any. How don't we have a course yet in schools? How don't we have something to teach them? Something to tell them, okay, yeah, you're gonna go through stress in life. You are, but here's how to deal with it. Here's how to you can go through the stress and also be a positive a positive person in society, you know? Like the other day I was on my walk, yesterday I was on my walk and when you're walking, you stop on a stop sign. And this guy, like he was driving and he stopped on the stop sign and I stopped and looked at him and he just I felt like I inconvenienced him that he had to wait for me to walk, you know? Like he gave me a dirty look and he just had a mean face on him. And then I looked and I'm like, this guy is literally 70 years old and it's like I inconvenienced him because I had to walk. And I told him, I'm like, go. He's like, no, go. Like, that face, that feeling. Then I looked I started thinking, I'm like, my God, this guy is 70 years old and he's miserable. For you to be somebody that is inconvenienced for somebody walking down the street is crazy. You know? That is a beautiful thing when to saw something so cute. So, yeah, that's my rant for today. That's my rambling for today. Mm. So let's do the work, guys. Let's do the work. Let's heal. Let's not pass it on to our children. Let's actually be the change. I wrote this today too in my journal. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And if everybody thought of something they had to change or they had to evolve, and right, because we really don't change, we evolve. And we evolve, or they had to evolve, and right, because we really don't change, we evolve. And we evolve, we mold, we become, we continue to be on our becoming journey, our becoming anything. You could become anything in this world. Like anything in this world that you put your mind to, you can become it. You can. Like for you to be 70 years old and miserable and all the stuff, like there should be more younger kids in the park taking a day to themselves, reading a book, reading, taking the time to meditate in a park on a blanket. You know what I mean? Like it's it shouldn't be looked at as anything other than so beautiful. And we need to evolve as a society and as human beings to be able to even teach, even teach this in high school. Take the kids to a park. Oh, مشهد- مشهد. What the hell is that? Oh hell no. See, that comes with being in the park too. A freaking, what was that? It was huge. God, what was I saying? And then you just like feel better. Oh, oh my God. This is crazy. Like people are like, these bugs are so annoying. God. But I really enjoyed today's live. Thank you for staying here. I'm okay. I'm okay. It was just like this big, huge bug that was like, it was like this big. Yee. Shahara. Yeah. Like that's the one thing about being at a park. Like you have to really, you know, it's so horny though. It's nice to be at a place in your life where you just feel you're very grateful for everything that you are able to work for, and taking that time is a beautiful thing. So thank you for everyone who came in today. Thank you for everyone who took their time to spend some time with me. Mhm. I enjoyed today's live. I am a certified life coach. Do take appointments. You can see the appointment log in my bio. Um, and make sure you turn on your notifications so every time I come on live, you can just come on in and enjoy a peaceful talk or a a little lesson of um healing and being a positive impact on society and being someone who grows, who has the intention to grow every single day, right? Because we all have to make the intention. You can't just say I'm going to grow without an intention and the commitment and the consistency that comes with it and the discipline that comes with it, right? So continue to grow, continue to make decisions that help you grow and be a positive person in society and smile, be kind, show compassion. Yeah. So have a great day. I hope to see you guys later. Maybe when I'm at the gym, I'll come on live again. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Have a good day, everyone. How do you, did I do?